The mainstream media is a deeply unserious institution. In reporting on the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the Wall Street Journal published an article titled "Ammunition in Kirk Shooting Engraved with Transgender Anti-Fascist Ideology." That was a conscious choice, one that would raise tensions and embolden transphobic right-wingers across the country. It turns out the bullets have no reference to transgender people. One bullet says, "Hey fascist, catch," but this is followed by what appears to be a reference to the popular video game Helldivers. Another says, "If you read this, you are gay." These are the esoteric ramblings of someone who is unwell, someone who we knew nothing about, but that's not the editorial direction the Wall Street Journal and others have taken. Let's take a look at two different responses to Kirk's murder from Ezra Klein and Matthew Dowd. Regardless of your feelings on Kirk's assassination, there is no denying that he was a hateful white supremacist whose rhetoric contributed to a society where shootings like this happen. This may be considered insensitive by some, but it's all factual information. Matthew Dowd, an American political pundit, essentially said this on TV. He was then fired by MSNBC. Ezra Klein, a political commentator with the New York Times, said this. I just want to be clear, Ezra Klein believes practicing politics the right way sounds like black women do not have brain processing power to be taken seriously, or if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. None of these words matter to Ezra because Charlie Kirk supported the spirit of disagreement on college campuses. In reality, Kirk spread boatloads of disinformation about the 2020 election. He fueled racist propaganda and anti-DEI campaigns, and supported Israel in its genocide of the Palestinians till his final days. That's what Ezra Klein, one of the de facto voices for the New York Times, believes is practicing politics the right way. Klein doesn't care that Kirk's political organizing was based on bigotry. In fact, he says liberalism could use more of Kirk's moxie and fearlessness. When I say the US media is unserious, I mean in the practice of journalism. The Wall Street Journal headline, "The dichotomy between Dowd and Klein," this is the mainstream media taking a stance against the truth. I really hate saying this because this is a line that people will run with to demonize anyone in the media, but we're never going to get anywhere without addressing the real systemic issues within our media ecosystem. The worst part is the mainstream media is acting exactly as it should. It manufactures consent for violence, white supremacy, and the status quo. So what should you do? You should unsubscribe from the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, duh. You should subscribe to outlets like Mother Jones that didn't even let Ezra's garbage article sit for 24 hours without a response. You should subscribe to me and other independent creators who take journalism seriously.